Dude, we're back. This is episode 2. Episode 2. We told you it was coming. Can't happen fast.
Hello, we're back. Episode 2. I'm G, and with me as always is Lee. We're just days away from the exciting start of the PKL Season 10, and it's just absolutely electric.
Bro, I'm saying, man, everybody's like, we're saying the fans are buzzing. Dude, I'm buzzing about this, man, because at the heart of it, y'all remember, we're just fans. We're really big fans of the sport. You know, we just want to spread it. But, I mean, we're just fans, and it's going to be here, man. It's like less than 2 or 3 days, bro.
Any day now. Welcome back. Today, let's delve into the PKL or the Pro Kabaddi League and just talk about the cultural juggernaut that it's become in India, how it's gone across the world, how it's rivaling cricket league there. It's not just a league, it's a movement. It's a PKL, it's a Kabaddi movement.
Yeah, man. I mean, like the man said, it's a movement. But, I mean, when you're speaking of movement, I mean, you got to speak of the stuff that happens behind the scenes, man. I mean, the backbone of the PKL is all the stuff that we actually don't see, which is, I mean, could you imagine? I mean, peeling this back, I mean, all the people that have to help them move 12 teams to 12 different sites for, 12 different setups and look all professional every time, bro.
I mean, the influence just it extends beyond the mat. It's creating jobs, fostering business opportunities, and contributing significantly to the economies.
Yeah, I mean, that's super cool to think about. I mean, just the sport itself. I mean, dude, the numbers, the analyzing. I mean, it's just essential. I mean, the sport is being driven by data and numbers that just, I mean, give you a whole different aspect of how to play. I mean, just it's crazy.
Dude, there's wearable tech that monitors their fitness, and that's got to play a huge role into it, and their nutrition and everything that goes into putting this league on. It's mind boggling.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is crazy. Just think about. I mean, this is all the stuff that goes in it just bring us for what we're getting excited for. Like, I'm so excited thinking about the actual game. Then I'm thinking about all the people that have to be there just to get all the lights to work. Like, I mean, I'm thinking about putting up lighting to shoot a podcast. And I mean, they got to put up lighting to shoot a show. I mean, that's insane.
Hey, all the behind the scenes work is a testament to the sport's growth and the professionalism of the league.
Yeah, I mean, it's this professionalism that's coming across. Like when we see it, like, I mean, we see how professional, how established and how well everything and what they know that what they're doing. I mean, dude, it's freaking insane. I mean, this is what, these roles. I mean, this is what makes it attracting globally.
Get it done. Be committed. Rule number 5.
Very true. Be committed. I mean, that's what's going to make everybody enjoy the future of Kabaddi. Top 5 rules of Kabaddi.
I mean, these are the top 5 rules that we came up with. So we believe they're super important to this game. And we believe you're a better listener and a better follower of this game if you follow these rules. We'll go through them. We're going to go through them in descending order. Number 5, be committed. Like anything that you do in this game, do it. If you're going to go over there and get those points, go get those points. Touch that guy, get out of here, get back across. If you're going to tackle him, tackle him. Don't think about doing it. Get it done. Be committed. Make stuff happen.
Number 4, hey, don't hang out in the lobby. This is not a hotel. You're not trying to pick up on celebrities. You're not trying to hang out, man. The lobby is only for business purposes only. You got a tag. You can use the lobby to make sure you get out of Dodge. Besides that, stay out the lobbies. Don't go wander. Don't just wander in because you think you got extra space, man. I'm telling you, this ain't the Carlton Ritz, dog. There's no extra space on the court.
Number 3, know the court. Know where you are. Know what you're doing. Where are you going? What's the point? Did you reach the block line? Did you get the bonus? Did you hit the mid-court? Are you back across? Did you step out of the end line? You got to know where you are in this game. It moves fast. Things open up. Things close. Things aren't where they're supposed to be. And whoop, you're in trouble. Know the court.
Hey, speaking of knowing, hey, this is number 2, but it should have been number 1 to me. Respect the game. You must show respect to the game, man. If you don't show respect to the game, it will dog you out. You don't pay attention to the little things. Next thing you know, you're getting locked down by a defender in an ankle lock, and you get to go sit on the bench.
Rule number 1, and this one is so important. All right. It has to do with that rule number 2. Should have been number 1. I understand you. I understand the sentiment. Respect. Have some respect for yourself. Number 1 follows that. Don't get kicked in the face.
Don't get kicked in the face.
I don't care what happens. Okay. That Raider could come in there. He could go this way, and all of a sudden he could scorpion kick. Oh, and there's a foot right. Get your face out of the way. Don't get kicked in the face. If you're going to give up a point, it happens. It happens. But don't get kicked in the face.
Don't get kicked in the face. And that is the top 5 rules of Kabaddi per the Super Raid podcast.
Super Raid. All right, this is episode 2. We're talking about season 10 here. Let's get to this. Let's start spotlighting some of these all-arounders, these defenders, these raiders, these guys that make this league what it is.
Bro, this is your favorite category. Your favorite players in this category.
This is my favorite category. This is my favorite player. Let's just get to it. The all-arounders, these guys do everything. They play a little defense. They play a little offense. They can tackle. They can get points. They can get the bonus. They can stop you from getting the bonus. Let's just get to it. I just said it earlier as we in prep for this show. I think he's going to wear the green arm belt for most points. He's going to wear the orange arm belt for most defensive points, and he's going to win the MVP. Mr. Mohamed Driza Shadlu, Puneri Polton's money well spent. Him, Naveen Kumar, they redefined stamina and skill in this league, but nobody does it like Shadlu.
I mean, bro, come on.
MVP, bud.
You're
MVP.
changing teams just because Shadlu changed teams, bro.
Dude,
like, come
dude,
on.
you put him with a guy with the second best. I'll take a little bit. I'll move down in the hair category. So Maninder Singh has the best hair in the league. That's what attracted me here.
Yeah.
It breezes. I'm still a giant Manny fan, but you got Aslam. You got Aslam and the number 2 slot and Shadlu. I mean, come on. I'm switching teams. Once
Shadlu cut the fro, man, I mean, it kind of dropped him down the rankings a little bit.
No, well, I mean, if he could have done that, but his talent and his what he brings to the game, dude, he is an all arounder that every team in the league wanted, and the Puneri Poltons went out and got. They spent a record amount of money on him, 3rd most in league history.
They're unpredictable because, I mean, we talk about, I mean, I hate to ride Shadlu, but I mean, dude, he went to the Asian Games and became like, dude tried to win the whole thing rating. Like, I mean, you don't expect to hear about them being like, yeah, Shadlu tried to win the entire thing by being the greatest raider at the tournament. Like, that's insane to think about, that he rose his game to that kind of level.
And then, Naveen, that guy. He plays a little bit. He plays a little bit more. He's more of a raider in my mind. But I guess he's an all-arounder. He's no Shadlu. He's no Driza.
Yeah, but he doesn't need to be with as many points as he can score, man. I mean, that's going at it. But I mean, you're speaking about guys scoring points. I mean, I think it's about time we get over to these Raiders and we can start talking about some true defenders and just, guys that we can't call them all-arounders, but man, what they do really well.
Well, we've talked about Naveen and we mentioned him. He's always going to score points, but if we want to talk about it, and it's an auction again, and of course he set the record again as the most expensive player in the auction history. We have Pawan Surat. He's moving. His year in Tamil was 10 minutes. Good for you. He's back. I've seen him move. His ACL is together. Let's see if he can still high fly like he used to. Who's he with now? Can you tell me that? Who paid all that money for him?
He's a Telugu Titan, man. I mean, it's like, that they transformed that team very quickly from a team that neither one of us would dare talk about to, I mean, maybe something to dealt with.
I mean, the high flyer is legendary. I hope it's a full season because, I don't, he hurt my feelings a lot as a member of the Bulls. And I wish him well. I hope he has a good season.
Yeah, but when you talk about him having a good season, I mean, I talk about somebody else who could have a good season and not score a point because it's the Sultan. It's Fazil. I mean, that's all I'm going to say. It's the Sultan. Like if you don't know, you better ask somebody. I mean, his presence on the mat is like a masterclass in just tackling and technique. When you watch when he interacts with his Raiders, what their goals are, how the team operates, like he just brings it, man. He's like a coach on the mat every time.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. It's he's impeccable. But we cannot forget Parvesh. He's another defensive stalwart. His anticipation and execution, they're top notch. He's a critical aspect. Critical.
I dig it, man. But I mean, speaking of like that kind of consistency and those type things, I mean, we got Surjit Singh. I mean, his approach to just being a defender. I mean, it's admirable. Like you have to like just kind of bring like what he brings with just a calm demeanor. I mean, he brings tact. He's experience. I mean, he's not going to be flashy. He's not going to scream. He's a hard worker, man. He gets the job done.
Hey, the evolution of these players and their skills and their approach to the game is incredible.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is just a new generation, dog. I mean, I don't even know. I mean, it's different than what we started watching a couple years ago. I mean, we started watching. We thought we knew everybody, and we thought we knew all the guys. But now, I mean, it's all these new kids that are just in there, and I mean, it's like, whew.
Speed, more all arounders. It's more of a and less of a hey, it's black or white. Now it's a little bit gray, and there's some young talent coming in here. Let's do this. Let's talk about some of this. There's a wave of emerging talents that's trying to step into the spotlight in this new season, PKL season 10. Guys like Gujan Gouda and Campbell. And Campbell's Puneri. So I'm going to keep an eye out for him. I'll let you know how he turns out. But they're bringing fresh energy and innovative play styles. They're known for exceptional ratings, and Gouda is one to watch. His speed and agility is remarkable.
Yeah, man. I mean, absolutely. I mean, Gouda, I mean, his ability to navigate through defenses, it's going to make him fun to watch as a Raider. I mean, Campbell, I mean, that guy that's what we were talking about. He's one of those stalwarts. Like he can establish your defense. He can make sure Raiders like Godwin or Gouda can't just come over and just take what they want. They can't come over and just take bonus points. He's there to make sure that he's going to prove that he's not just got great tackling technique, but he's smart enough to know sometimes it's not worth it. But he also knows, hey, you come too far, you're dead, man.
You're done. Grabbed you. Gotcha. Joining them are talents like Sugar, a young Raider whose flexibility and quick movements, they're just impressive. I mean, his knack for escaping tight holds, getting out, keep going for that center line, it makes him a valuable asset for his team. There's also Ankit, and he's known for break strong ankle holds and precise timing. He reads the game with just an ability and an adaptability that can see him rise as a key defensive player and at the end of the season.
Hey, man, those are game changers come playoffs. I mean, those defensive players that all of a sudden can shut down a whole side. I mean, we talk about, we get to those super tackles and we get down to those emergency times where defenses really need to have their stars step up. It's good to have a guy like that, man.
Give me a super tackle any day. Super related super tackle. Let's not forget, we got to watch about how these coaches do it and how they nurture these talents and turning raw potential into just match-winning skills. It's a testament into what PKL is doing, the developing the sport at all levels. This season is particularly exciting with a mix of these young guys and some rising stars.
I mean, think about it, dude. Some of these young guys were high schoolers when we started watching. I mean, they were kids.
Some of them are 20.
They bounced. I mean, a couple of them are up here quick. I mean, they're in their early 20s. I mean,
Yeah,
these guys,
too.
they're just becoming men. Like, you know what I mean? Like, dude, that's crazy to think, like, how fast and how well they've nurtured their system to where they can bring in just more stars. Like, you don't have a shortage of what you need for your sport to be successful. That's brilliant.
Well, this was just to name a few. So as you keep listening during the season, it's a journey, a testament of the endless possibilities in PKL. So stay tuned in season 10, and we're going to showcase some extraordinary talent and some kabaddi action.
Man, you were speaking about amazing talent. It's time for us to talk about what everybody's here for, man. Everybody's here for the points. We're here for the raids. We're here for the raids. We're here for super raids. We're here for everything. We're here to see how many points you can get every bonus, every tap, every touch, every dodge, every jump, every dub key. Like, I mean, we're here for that, bro. And it's time for us to talk about the best duos in the league this upcoming year for rating.
All right, I'll start. And I'll start with my first love because it comes up to Maninder Singh in the auction. He was put up, but retained by his Bengal Warriors. He's got a little bit of help, and I hope some of that help is there. That because we had Sankey Javad, Manny had 240 points in 21 matches. I mean, it's Manny. It's Manny. There's not much you can do. He's just gonna dump truck you and run you over with his hair flopping in the breeze so
Perfect.
effortlessly.
Perfect.
Perfect. I mean, it's perfect. But Sankey had 129 points, so let's see what they can do and hopefully get Manny some help.
I mean, the crazy part is right before we started watching, I mean, this was a dominant team, bro. Like the Bengal Warriors were dominant. And I mean, since we started watching, I mean, it's been like Manny and the gang.
Manny
And
and
it
the
just, I
gang.
mean, like Manny just needs a little bit more support, man. But hey, jumping over to somebody needs a little support. I mean, we got the Bangalore Bulls. I mean, we got Parat and we got Mr. Condola. And Condola, I mean, that dude is right on the edge of being great. Like I just see him, and I think that he's right on that edge of turning the corner, being great. But I mean,
Or
you got Baharat dropping 282 and 23, and
yeah.
you know Condola. I mean, he had 139 with some injuries, but I mean, he just needs just a little bit more. Like if he could dump in 200, they really become a threat to win it all.
Always a threat to win it all. Dangba Dali. We got Naveen Kumar. What's his nickname again?
Hmm. Awesome.
Awesome. And then he's got Malik. He got formidable pair. Naveen, the Navina Suppress. He had 258 points and Ashu at 158. So they are a dynamic duo. I mean, every year, Dangba could win. They could do it.
Yeah, bro, they're all about it every year. I mean, speaking of teams that could win, I mean, we're looking at the Gujarat Giants this year, and I mean, by the numbers, I mean, these guys, they got some young potential that could do something. I mean, they got Rakesh and Partik, and Rakesh jumped in 133 in only 17 matches, and Partik jumped in 183 in 19 matches. So, I mean, if those project out, you're adding 10 matches. These guys are both in the 200s. I mean, that all of a sudden gives you a team that could possibly do something next year.
Well, there's some other news that's better in the backcourt of Gujarat, and that may have something to do with a Sultan and a Nabi Bashk right next to him. So you
Yeah.
just put the Iranians together in the back. Gujarat, shh, don't tell anybody. Ariana, the season 9 did not work out in your favor. Let's hope season 10 works a little bit better. You're returning Desi, and you also are bringing Ranjit as your pair to watch. They are a duo to keep an eye on. 144 points and 99 points in 17 matches each. Let's hope season 10 is, turns out a little bit better than 9.
Which is crazy because Haryana is like, as far as places that you can consider like the hometown of the sport of kabaddi, which I mean, my Indian friends call it kabaddi. So I mean, but it's just that's one of the places because if you look at the national tournament, especially on the men's side, I mean, it was Haryana versus the all services team. And you know who's on the all services team. I mean, that team is stacked. That's Manny, that's Naveen, that's Pawan, that's everybody versus Haryana. I mean, that's pretty doggone respectable that area brings it like that. So I hope they at least get a winner this year. Now it is time for my favorite team from the beginning, I'd like to say. From the very first episode, you can track it back. I claim a squad. Pink Panthers, baby. Jaipur Pink Panthers. We are gifted. We have been gifted with Arjan Deswal. We have been gifted with that young man, along with Mr. Kumar. Arjan's 200. Dude, he scored 296 points last year? Wow. Yeah, look at that ugly face he's making because he knows it's true. He knows it's true. And Mr. Kumar coming in with that 103 in the 28 matches. I mean, it highlights what the team could be and how that team reached the heights that it did. Congratulations, boys. Hey, I'm still looking for that triple X jersey. Triple X right here. Triple X Pink Panthers jersey. If anybody hears me, right here.
While you're looking for that jersey, if it shows up, I am also looking because I have staked a new team. My new team is who we're just
Here
about
we
to talk
go.
about is the Puneri Poltons. It's the signing of Mohammedreza Shadlu. Add him to Aslam Aninder and Akish Sandi, and I don't know what to tell you. I mean, Fossil's not there anymore. I'm sorry, and that would have been great too. But 150 points out of Aslam with the second best hair in the league, the second best hair. See, I took a step down in hair, but I added a Shadlu. So I feel like that is 100% doable. They are a
Bro.
team to watch.
Yeah, and I mean, people aren't even talking about my boy Mohit. I mean, he's just
Oh,
hanging out, and nobody's
he's
even
just hanging
talking
out.
about him.
He's just
He's
hanging
just
out.
hanging out, and nobody's. I mean, nobody even mentions my dude. Like, I'm like, dude, really? They're gonna call Shaheed the backup? Like, I mean, Mohit is like a fantastic all arounder,
I'm just saying. There's another one just thrown out. Just throw it out.
bro.
Boom. One after the other.
Anyway, let's
Shadlu.
talk about
Shadlu.
the team that lost Mr. Shadlu, the Patna Pirates. They still got a lot of firepower. I mean, you still got Sachin, you still got Manjeet. I mean, Sachin, I mean, the dude dropped 179 points in 20 matches last year. I mean, he's going to max out at 200 this year as long as he can stay healthy. I mean, the all-around contributions of Manjeet on his side, who dropped 163 as an all-arounder, hot dog. I mean, they've got a chance to still make some noise. We'll see how they look on defense with, I mean, all the changes, but I mean, they got a chance to make some noise with just that kind of firepower.
If you drop a lot of money, does that make noise? That's a question.
Depends if it's like hard change or if it's dollar bill,
Okay.
y'all.
When you pop your ACL, does it make a lot of noise?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what happened to the Tomo Televos last year. They spent a lot of money. They spent on some high flyers, and it crashed and right on the runway. Boom! But they kind of made do, and they almost made the playoffs. They had a decent season 9. It was not what they expected, but they did all right. It did prove that they had some firepower. They have Narendra and they have Pawar. They form a duo. Narendra put up 249 in 23 matches, and Pawar was 141. That's not bad. That's something to look at. So turning tragedy into something special, and see what season 10 holds up.
Yeah, well, season 10, we'll see what happened to that tragedy. If we go to the Telugu Titans, we see Mr. Pawan has popped back up with Mr. Vinay at his side this year. I mean, Telugu picking him up. I mean, that just promises that is. I mean, we saw at the Asian Games, ACL is fine. He's back to his rating ways. He looks like he's feeling good. He's ready to just go and dominate. I mean, he only played one game last year, but I mean, based off his track record and the fact that, I mean, his sidekick Vinay, he dropped almost 50 in under 15 matches and just getting used to it. I mean, he's going to drop a 200 pointer this year. I feel like he's going to be motivated to do it.
Yeah, he's got to make up for it. Make up for it, Yumamba. Let's see if you can make up for it. Season 9 did not turn out very well. You have Guman Singh and a little Mr. Jai. They form a balanced duo, 137 to 82 and 19. That's consistent. Yumamba, you've got some growing room, and maybe season 10 is the season that you put it all together, but it could be another tough one.
Hey, last but not least, because I definitely want to call them least, we got UP Yoda. I mean, UP Yoda always has Pardeep Narwhal. I mean, just think about it. Pardeep Narwhal. I mean, if you haven't seen it, just go look. Like, it's just that doggone impressive. Like, you just go look. You'll be shocked at what this man can do. I mean, you also got Surinder Gill. I mean, he looks like everybody's uncle, but he's only 21. I mean, he just looks like your old uncle, but he's 21 years old. I mean, it's amazing. I mean, Pardeep dropped 220 in 22 matches last year, which was a down year for him, which is funny to say that was a down year.
For the record breaker, he is the record breaker.
I mean, dude, Surinder dropped 145 in 14 matches because he had a bunch of injuries. 14. That paces out to well over 200. So, I mean, if they stay healthy, they are a problem, especially with Pardeep Narwhal.
Projections and expectations. Yo, the build up to PKL season 10 is just electrifying. After last season's cliffhanger and, in my opinion, somewhat disappointing, results, the stakes are even higher this year.
Cliffhanger. I think last year ended exactly like it should have. Congratulations, gentlemen. You do deserve all those things. Hey, like I said, triple X, 3X, Jaipur Pink Panthers right here. I love the black with the pink trim because that was super dope. If you don't mind. Anyway, no, man. I mean, you got teams like the Warriors. I mean, you got Delhi KC. I mean, they've really tried to up their game. I mean, you got a lot of teams that are trying to come for the belt this year.
You got underdogs. You got Mumbai, the Gujarat Giants. They have some potential, and you just may see some surprises.
Yeah, you're right, man. I mean, anything. I mean, it's going to be so unexpected. I mean, there's going to be all kinds of twists and turns. I mean, that's what's going to make this season so intriguing. Has been especially the player transfers.
Well, I agree. The growing viewership also helps, especially online. I am expecting record-breaking engagement this year. I hope it spreads out. It caught me after a football game. Let's see how many more people we can catch.
Yeah, man. I hope the engagement includes people engaging us. I mean, with the integration of the league's technology, all the analytics, I mean, we could look at the game a lot more in depth. I mean, I hope everybody enjoys us for these in-depth looks.
Well, it's a game changer. It could change the course of the season. The professionalism, the global outreach of everything PKL is doing, how the internet, of all it coming together. It's all just like a big melting pot. So it's all a big global hub now.
Yeah, man. I mean, every match this season, it's going to be exciting. I mean, dude, we're less than 3 or 4 days away. I mean, it's right around the corner. I mean, everybody get your popcorn ready. I mean, get ready, baby. You got to watch it live. You don't want to watch them edited. You want to see every rage. You want to see them sweat it out. I mean, dude, I'm so excited, man. We're here.
We're here. I can't wait. Can't wait for the Puneri Poltons. They're gonna win this year.
Jaipur Pink Panthers. I'm calling it back to back, back to back.
We don't need that. We don't
back
need that.
To back.
We don't need that. We don't need that. Let's wrap this up and get out of here. That wraps up our show. A big shout out to our number one source of all things Kabaddi at KabaddiAdi.com. Remember that the PKL is owned by Marshall Sports and produced in the U.S. by ESPN Disney. Join us the next time as we talk more things Kabaddi, PKL, the results, the matchups. We can see just how many points Shadlu stopped and then scored by himself. We can see how Manny's hair held up if he was the only one there. We can see just how many points Arjan, his Dishwa, how much he can put up. Can they come back? Do they have a championship hangover? I hope they do.
No, man, no championship hangover. Be sure to follow us. All the things latest Kabaddi, especially PKL at this point, at Super Raid Podcast on X, formerly Twitter. Until next time, if you're going to make it a raid,
make it a Super Raid. Get the bonus.
Yeah, definitely get the bonus.
Get the bonus.
Definitely get the bonus.